I don't even know. I don't even... Wait, there are classes for these things?
Well, an M-class planet is any planet that can sustain life, according to Star Trek.
God knows how many of those I've visited. I could go count, I guess. I mean, if you really want me to, I could just go through my list and count.
I'm guessing it's like at least a dozen.
No, not like that. Probably 50 or 60, honestly. Um, Eternally. Yeah, the Gek just used to be giant assholes, dude. Like, for real.
Which ones are the Gek?
The little toad-like... No, the little toad-like
The
dudes.
little toad trader people that like,
Yeah. They're
it's
like...
basically like No Man's Sky version of Ferengi.
They, So... Alright. Every story... Like, if you go to the little plaques on each planet, like, there are monoliths, ruins, and then plaques. And each one will have knowledge stones that will give you language. Or rather, with the plaques, it's just the plaque itself will do that. But inside each of the plaques, uh, it has a story, and for each race, it's like a different book or a different story, but they all basically say the same thing, and that is the Gek first started out as assholes. They basically went on a conquering spree and were dominating the galaxy. Their first step, the Korvax, they showed up, took their tech, destroyed their home planet, enslaved their entire race. Like, so the Gek were masters of the robots for a while, and then they waged war, I think, on the Viking too, and I think the Viking are actually gearing up to attack them again. So, I didn't pay attention to any of the plaques while I was getting fluent with the Viking because I was sick. I was in a hurry kind of thing. I picked a task and just focused on that to take my mind off of it. Like, I've been talking so much today that my lungs are actually starting to burn again, so I probably shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing it anyway because fuck it. It's the best.
That's I mean, how are you?
I'm good, dude. I don't need no medicine. My doctor already prescribed my medicine. Monolith glyphs take on a faint yellow tinge and then flicker and disappear as no power. First spawn power low. Give element isotope. Yeah, all the... What I don't understand is the monoliths, which are the giant structures with 3 knowledge stones at each one, plus a test in the center. And if you pass the test, you learn an Atlas word. What I don't understand is why the spirits of the Gek first spawn are imbued with those monoliths, because the monoliths are supposed to be like Atlas's representation on each planet, right? And the first spawn didn't worship Atlas at all. They like barely acknowledged the existence of Atlas. I already did this one apparently, but I'm gonna land and get it off my map anyway.
Have you found it like ridiculously hard versus No Man's Sky?
I found a couple of cool ones, but yeah, there are those funny looking ones that don't really make much sense. Like, somebody posted a video on 9gag actually the other day, and what was I doing? I was recharging my engines. That's what I was doing. It was like a T-Rex, right? But like it had a T-Rex head and everything. It was really big and tall. But picture its little arms were actually horse legs, and they went down to like its knees, and it just kind of wandered around awkwardly.
Yeah, it's exactly like that too. Like big long flip arms, and they had like tiny little chicken legs. I said, what is this thing? It had like a big cow face with meaty forearms that went down to its knees, and then like tiny little bird legs, like little skinny bird legs with a giant ass body at the end compared to its huge body that was like way taller than a guy.
And some of those, like the ones that are super scary looking, aren't even predators. They're herbivores. And I'm like,
Have you seen any like predatory creatures?
uh, yeah, if you're still in your first system, you probably won't run into many.
I was hoping for like giant killer spiders, like mammoths or monster iguana.
Um, I haven't found anything like that, but occasionally, like some of you will find some animals that are on the surface down in there, and more commonly, like once you skip to some other systems outside your first one, I don't know if it's a rule of thumb, but from what I've seen, your starting planet like does have a hazardous atmosphere, but it's not brutal, and also the predator count seems to be low. There are sometimes these like little bugs, like they'll either be like crab looking or uh, the last ones I saw look like praying mantises with crab bodies, basically. Like it was a praying mantis uh, head and middle section with the claws and everything, but its thorax, the lower end, was just a small, squat, stubby, a whole bunch of legs running around kind of creature. Like, and those can show up in caves, and you'll usually see them around other resources, like a whole bunch of plants clustered together. You'll find them there. You don't really hardly ever find them out in the open. I wonder if Todd's waiting for me to like link the new thing on my Facebook. He should just go to my channel. It's like first spawn gives help to the worker, the first spawn destroy the work shy. The monolith smell of burnt metal and heavy industry changer. Damn it! I don't get the Atlas word. Oh well. Ah, dear Lord. What? What? Dude. Alright, what do I need to replace? Zinc. God, dicks. Alright. Well, I guess that's toast until I land on my next planet. I've never had a monolith, like, actually damage my technology before. What are you watching?
I'm just doing a mission to gain some more confidence, you know. You guys tough time standing there. I'm just looking over his shoulder like, hey buddy.
Oh, I guess I am done with plaques and stuff. Cool. Well, I just learned all there is to learn from these people. It's time to move on to greater things, aka farming resources. Farming resources?
Strip mining all the planets you've come across.
Basically, like somebody was in here earlier talking to me. I'm actually just gonna fly around, pick up all the monoliths that I flagged real quick, and then I'm gonna ship out to a different planet. and they were basically telling me I should exploit the game. I have 200 million, and I'm like, how the hell did you get that? Oh, I exploited. Okay, why would you do that? Like, I don't know. I prefer to do the actual grind, even though it's going to be a pain in the ass. I'd rather spend 18 million on a ship versus, you know, 8 more Atlas stones, but it is what it is. Oxide for the first spawn. Oxide.
Can you like upgrade your ability to trade or anything so that
Oh, shit.
you get like a better deal or?
No, you can't, like, I mean, they suggested, hold on. I'm gonna give nothing because I don't have any zinc. Uh, like, the creators hinted that if you learn more about the language and increase your standing with each race, that you'll actually you could get better prices, but I haven't seen anything to that effect at all. So, alright, let's see. Plaque, ruin, plaque, transmission tower, shelter, plaque. Alright, so I'm actually gonna get out of here because I don't need to be here no more. Onward! Fluent with the Gek. Hooray!
So you say you used to fight people?
Uh, maybe? I don't know. I think you can like lower your standing enough that they'll just like get pissed at you. Yeah,
So
maybe. I know if you, attack some of the trade vessels, like the rest of the vessels in the system will start to try and fight you.
interesting.
Yeah, and that's what the viewer earlier actually suggested I do in a rude way. But yeah, they were like calling me faggot and shit, and as soon as I yeah, as soon as I basically said, you know what, you can say what you want, I don't even care, it like diffused them a little bit. They were a little bit less abrasive, stopped calling me faggot and shit. It's like, I don't know. I think it's dumb for people to get on there and just like insult and expect it to work. It's like that only works on people with either anger issues. What? A fugitive ship? What? Where is this? Valuable cargo. Where are you spawning in? Give me. Off to the right. Hey, buddy. That's cool. I've never seen that before. And it said like worth 30k or something. You're saying with the Gek is increased. Oh, that's bullshit. No free slots, so you don't get the gold or emerald that we were gonna give you for killing that ship. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. I'm gonna go see if Polo has another reward for me. I don't know if I talked to him in this system or not. Maybe. It's possible. Oh, yeah, I think I did. Maybe I didn't. Same 18 slot weapon. I don't know. Yeah. I already talked to him. Go be free, Sea Stars. Trade you tech. I'm not going to pay you 80,000 units for a tech that I already have. No, thank you. Nobody's ever serious. Seen Suicide Squad yet? Have you seen Suicide Squad yet? Yeah. Yeah, Sam made it out to be like awesome and shit, but I don't know. Maybe he's just into movies like way more than me or something. Cause yeah, she was. Mhm. Yeah, total playtime. Yeah. Well, he did crush it for the Joker that he was going for, and it pisses me off a little bit that people keep hating on him and saying nobody will ever be as good of a Joker as Heath Ledger. And I'm like, well, you know what? Heath Ledger played his specific Joker perfectly. In the comic, Joker, yeah. Well, a lot of people don't read the comics, so they're just going off of what they see in the movies, and so they don't know that there's actually three Jokers. Like, Batman sits in, I think it's called the Mobius chair, and he asks, after he tests it out by asking who killed his parents, to see if it would have any knowledge of the goings on of planet Earth. He asks for the true identity to the Joker, and it's revealed in a later issue that there's actually three Jokers. And that's to basically explain what happened during the Bronze Age, the Silver Age, and the... I don't think they call it the Golden Age. I think it's like the Modern Age. So basically, way back when the Joker first started, he was just a serial killer. He would announce what he was going to do on the radio, and this was when Batman first started, and he would just straight up remorselessly kill people. And that didn't fly so well with some readers, and when complaints started coming in, the comic books, people in charge of the comic books decided to get together, and Sentinels are not very nice to me, but there appears to only be Callium here, so nothing worth farming, so that makes little to no sense. Hello, little dude. So basically, they got together and they created a I can't think, an organization that censored comic books or made sure everything was on the up and up. So that's when the next version of the Joker came out, and he was more your practical Joker. He was very greedy. He only wanted money. And that was where you started seeing like the flower on the suit spraying water gags and the zapper hand buzzer gags. And that was his character. And he didn't work well with others. He literally just went on his own, robbed banks and stuff. The next version of the Joker came about once that company basically got shut down. They're like, you know what? Comics are our thing. We don't give a fuck no more. And they basically closed it down, stopped censoring comics, and that focus on the Joker was the more psychological aspect. He was a psychopath. What he did was completely random, chaotic, and he did whatever he wanted. And that was the Joker that Heath Ledger played, is the more modern Joker. Okay, the Joker that Jack Nicholson and Jared Leto now played are the first Joker. They show themselves to be able to run organized crime as well as be totally psychotic and just be a serial killer. That's what they do. Like, and that Joker did fall into a vat of chemicals and become like Jared Leto's started with the makeup, but Jack Nicholson's like he was disfigured and then put on the makeup. So I mean, it's a little confusing in that aspect, but they are playing essentially the same Joker. And even Jack Nicholson's Joker would go on the TV and announce what he was going to do, and that was taking place of the radio. So like, there are three completely different Jokers, and the only one we haven't seen in the films, we saw it on the television show, the Batman television show. That Joker was the Silver Age Joker. That was just the practical Joker, the prankster, the guy who only wanted to rob banks. But in the movies, we've only seen the first Joker and the third Joker. And people don't seem to understand that at all. And so they're comparing Jared Leto's Joker to Heath Ledger's, and it's like, why? They're not even playing the same character. They just have the same name. I don't, I don't think it was. Really? I liked him in several movies besides that one. But yeah, there's no good planets to farm in this system. What the fuck? But yeah, you know, if you could build a base. Yeah, if it was actually multiplayer. Yeah. What I don't understand is I've come across a planet that was discovered by another player, but none of the other planets in the system were discovered by him. I discovered the system before he did, somehow, and I don't see anything in the neighboring systems that are from that guy specifically. So, I don't know. This game is weird. Like, I know it's not. Oh no, the game